Design has to be one thing that I liked about this phone. I mean, I don't know about landscapes, but this phone captures beautiful portraits. AI features, I tried, but they need to be improved. Gaming is not a priority of this phone. Oppo Reno 14 Pro will hardly last a day. Hey everyone, I am Mustafa and this is the Oppo Reno 14 Pro, a phone that packs the MediaTek Dimensity 8450 processor, a 50 megapixel triple camera setup, a 6500 mAh battery and some extra goodness, all for 50,000 rupees. I have been using this phone for a couple of days now and I am going to tell you 4 things that I liked about this phone and 2 things that I didn't vibe with. Stick around because this one's interesting. Design has to be one thing that I liked about this phone. The Oppo Reno 14 Pro is a perfect mixed combination of subtleness and fanciness. From distance, it looks like a decent phone, but if you look closely, this feather-like design does look nice. And oh, it changes color when you tilt it. And durability, well, there is no reason to diss this phone there as well. You get frosted glass on the back that keeps the fingerprints and smudges away. So even though it's white, it doesn't get dirty very easily. And even if you got this phone dirty, it comes with an IP69 rating, so you can wash off all that dust. About its in-hand feel, the phone is quite comfortable to carry around. It's not too thick also, which gives you a tight and a nice grab on the phone. But since it's frosted glass, it can easily slip out of your hand. Now, good thing is that you do get Gorilla Glass 7i on both sides, but still be careful. It's glass and glass breaks, like our heart. Second thing that I liked is the camera, or more like the telephoto sensor. Oppo is saying this is a travel ready phone and one big reason for that is its camera. 350 megapixel sensors including a telephoto sensor with up to 3.5x optical zoom. I think the best use case of a telephoto sensor is clicking portraits. I clicked a few portraits at 2x and 3.5x and you just can't hate them. Beautiful bokeh in the background, good details, nice edge detection, decent separation of colors and lights. I mean, I don't know about landscapes, but this phone captures beautiful portraits. And forget the optical zoom for a second. The image processing on this phone is next level. Take this shot for example. It was clicked at 1x. I zoomed all the way in and managed to capture some really distant object in this picture. Like here, we have got buffaloes grazing in the distance. Zooming in and there's even a bird sitting on one of them. Now, the top of this building, zooming in, the separation between the metal rods is clearly visible. Zooming in further and you can even spot the weight on this crane. From 1x to 120x, that is just crazy. So no doubt the zooming capabilities of this phone is something. Third thing that I liked, software and AI. The Reno 14 Pro runs on ColorOS 15, which is based on the latest Android 15 software. Now this phone does have a little bit of bloatware, but my overall experience was fluid. I really like the animation on this phone and this notch, which seems to be borrowed from iPhones, is growing on me now. This phone also has a lot of AI on it, and here's one AI feature that you will actually end up using every day. You can find it in Photos gallery with the name of Reflection Remover. Click a picture and if it has any reflections, this AI feature removes them completely. Rest of the AI features I tried, but they need to be improved, like the AI Perfect Shot. It perfects your imperfect shots. My eyes were closed in this picture, so I used AI Perfect Shots. And here's how it perfected it. And the fourth thing that I liked about this phone is its charging. This phone is packed with a 6500 mAh battery. I charged this phone from 0 to 100% in just 65 minutes. Now, what I really liked about this phone is that there is no compromise on the charging front. You get 90 watt of fast charging, 50 watt of wireless charging, as well as reverse wireless charging. So yeah, design, zooming capabilities, UI and charging, I think Oppo nailed all 4 with this phone. But like every time, it's not all roses and sunshine here. Now let's talk about things that I did not like about the Oppo Reno 14 Pro. Starting with performance. Now this is a 50,000 rupees smartphone, and in 2025, phones priced under 40,000 rupees are scoring what the Reno 14 Pro managed in AnTuTu. It scored just under 1.8 million points, slightly higher than the Vivo V40 Pro, but far behind than the OnePlus 13s. And both of these phones are its direct competitors. Not just Antutu, even in Geekbench, this phone couldn't keep up well. And now, if I talk about gaming, this phone only supports up to 90 FPS gaming. Again, phones that are much cheaper than this phone are making the 120 FPS new normal. So one thing is clear, gaming is not a priority of this phone. As far as the casual gaming and everyday use is concerned, you are sorted there. But heavy usage and competitive gaming, nah. And lastly, battery. It could have been better. A traveling focused phone should be a battery beast. Do you agree with me? Now this phone also has a massive 6500 mAh battery, but the optimization clearly needs an improvement. In our PCMark battery life test, this phone only lasted for 7 hours and 55 minutes. If I'm being honest, that's really low. For a battery this big, the number should be at least 10 to 11 hours. So with this battery consumption, the Oppo Reno 14 Pro will hardly last for a day if you are out in mountains, clicking a lot of pictures and getting a lot of videos. And lastly, the climax. The Oppo Reno 14 Pro tries to wear many hats, and to be fair, it pulls off quite a few of them. You get a stunning design, travel-friendly cameras with impressive zoom, a clean UI with helpful AI tricks, and all the modern-day charging options you could ask for. But here's the catch. For 50,000 rupees, performance takes a backseat. It's not a phone for gamers or power users. And that massive 6500 mAh battery, it clearly needs a better optimization. So if you want a stylish, travel-friendly phone with good cameras and you are not chasing benchmarks, the Reno 14 Pro could be a vibe. Just don't expect it to win any performance battles. So what do you think about the Reno 14 Pro? Let me know in the comments and follow us for more such content. Bye.